Well, how's it going, young adults? Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm so glad that you would join us. And we are continuing our sermon series that we started last week. And so we are in a sermon series called In the Wilderness. And if you haven't watched it, you got to go back and watch the last content. But this week it's going to be a little shorter. And so I want to just give you some content to just chew on throughout the week. And so I want to get right into it. And so if you're ready, I hope you are ready to take notes and to lean in because it's going to be quick. And so this is what the text is. I'm going to go to Matthew chapter 6, verse 31 through 33. I'm going to read that. I'm going to kind of give you exactly what we're going to talk about. All right. And so it says this. So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. And see, what we've been doing is we've been going through this in the wilderness with the idea of questions to ask yourself while in the wilderness. And the question that I want to challenge you with today is, who is your provider? Who is your provider? Is it you? Is it God? Is it your friends? Is it that girlfriend? Is it that boyfriend? Who is your provider? See, the Israelites in Exodus chapter 16, we find that they're going through the wilderness and they're struggling because they don't have any food. And they go to Moses and they complain. They're like, Moses, we need food. Come on. You brought us out of Egypt. You're going to let us die. Come on. We need some food. We need some McDonald's. We need some Chick-fil-A. Help us out. And so he goes and he says, hey, God, can you help these people out there grumbling again? And can you provide some food? So God said, hey, I'm going to provide manna in the morning and I'm going to provide quail at night. And the powerful thing about this, and I love it, is that he would provide every single day. And he told the Israelites, hey, don't save any of this food for tomorrow because I will bring food for you tomorrow. And see, some of the Israelites, kind of like us, we don't listen. I know I don't listen sometimes because I'm that way. But they didn't listen, and then they would save food, and then they would go and they would pull the food out and it would be rotten. They couldn't eat it. But every day, you have to catch this, every day, God would provide exactly what they needed to survive with the manna and with the quail. And I want you to know something. With this in mind, with this story and with the text I just read, we can be confident in this, that God will provide exactly what we need every day. So we shouldn't worry. We shouldn't be consumed. Hey, what am I going to eat? What am I going to drink? What about my finances? What about that friend? What about that boyfriend or that girlfriend? What about my family, Lord? All this worrying can just come into our situation and our lives. And it's because we have directed our focus from the provider to our worry. And we need to start getting back to who our provider is. And our provider is the one who's going to help us in this time. See, we need to stop trying to provide for ourselves. Our worrying is coming from our own inability to provide for ourselves. See, we try to provide. We try to figure out our finances. We try to figure out this friendship, this relationship, our family. We try to figure all this out. We try to provide for ourselves, but that's what leaves us worrying. But if we say, you know what, God, I'm going to rely on you. You're my provider. You're going to help me in this time. We'll be at peace and we won't worry. So as we leave, I want to challenge you with the question, who is your provider?